Report on cross-country skiing, in particular on the choice of free technique skis. In the field of skiing in general, but more particularly in cross-country skiing, it is essential to have skis under your feet that fully respond to the physical and technical characteristics of each skier for both classic and free technique skiing. But then how do you proceed in the construction of skis to obtain a large number of different hardnesses of the bridges that are different from one pair to another? Since the weight of the people who have to use them is different, every athlete or skier knows how important it is to have a ski under your feet that fully responds to your physical conformation and weight. To obtain these different hardnesses, some technical procedures are used based both on the materials and on the profile to be given to the ski, varying the curvature of the bridge on the plane of the press or using carbon or glass fibers with different modulus of elasticity. Finally, the thickness of the ski core in the central area is also varied, thus increasing or decreasing the distances between the lower and upper fibers, thus obtaining greater or lesser stiffness of the ski bridge. All these technical features make sure that you have a myriad of skis with customized hardness at your disposal to give each skier the right ski for an amazing performance on the snow. But how much should the resistance to elastic deformation of a ski be compared to the weight of the skier who uses a free technique ski? Here the choice is very subjective, because it depends a lot on the athletic and technical preparation of the skier and on the muscle mass necessary to give the ski the necessary elastic deformation during the push phase. Those with a powerful muscle mass will use a ski with a stiffer bridge, vice versa those with a lower muscle mass will choose one with a softer bridge. It is important to know that the choice of bridge hardness can vary from a hardness that exactly matches the weight of the skier up to 20 to 30% more than the weight of the skier himself. Ski height. As far as the choice of the height of the skating ski is concerned, this is of lesser importance than the choice of the hardness of the bridge because it should always be remembered that above the ski there is always a weight represented by the cross-country skier and that it can be high, low, coarse, and that from a mechanical point of view the ski always supports a weight and not a height. However, the height can be chosen from the same height as the person, or even be lower, or up to 10 centimeters more. The difference between a shorter ski and the longer one will be in its handling. In fact, the shorter ski will be more manageable, the longer one less so. On the other hand, we have that at slightly high speeds the longer ski will be more stable, but this will also depend on the type of snow you find. On soft snow the difference will not be noticeable. An additional advantage that will be noticed by choosing a shorter ski, especially on compact and hard snow, will be the greater edge grip when pushing or downhill when tackling curves with less drift or lateral skidding. This happens because the weight exerted on a ski with a shorter edge section will be more incisive with more penetration force on hard snow and therefore with less lateral drift than the same weight exerted on a ski with a longer edge section. The geometry in the construction of the skis is also based on this principle, making sure that the bridge, i.e. the stiffest part of the ski, is moved further forward with respect to the center of gravity of the ski, so as to obtain a shorter edge in contact with the snow towards the tip and a longer edge stretch towards the tail. The practical result will be that even if the skier's weight will be distributed over the entire length of the ski, we will have that for the same weight imprinted, the penetration of the edge on the snow will be greater where the stretch of edge in contact with the snow is less, therefore, in this case it will be on the front. This is very important to give the right direction to the ski, avoiding harmful lateral skidding and thus increasing its speed. Reading the control label glued to the ski. On all high-end skis there is a label with some data relating to the elastic characteristics of the ski, detected with a precision machine. Basically there are two most important data concerning both classic and free technique skis, and they are, the distance expressed in tenths of a millimeter between the support surface of the ski and the base, with the ski loaded with a weight of 35 kilograms and placed 7 centimeters behind the center of gravity of the ski, and the weight necessary for the elastic deformation by flattening the ski on the support surface. We hope that this information will be useful for more knowledge when choosing your cross-country skis. If you are interested in having a customized ski for next winter, both free technique and classic technique, with skins or not, you can send us your data, weight, height, and a preferential indication on the size. Yes, but I recommend that you send them to us soon, otherwise we won't have time to produce them for you. Contact us on WhatsApp, we will get back to you immediately.